All right. Welcome, everybody, to our Partner Co. Drop Talk Business Overview.
I don't wanna wake up and let my dreams die. This moment I'm making mine. Don't tell me I'm wasting time. I'll show you what I'm made of and give my dreams life. I put it all on the line, just like I'm young, wild and alive.
I don't know. There's something about that video that just moves me beyond belief. It is an amazing, you can't scroll through Facebook or TikTok or Instagram without seeing our, before and after pictures and everything. It gets me fired up, passionate. Anyways, you can see that this is me. This is my before and after. And in my before picture, I know I was well over probably 180, but I was 174 the last time I had the guts to step on to the scale. And I was watching my family dirt bike, and I wasn't able to because I was just in so much pain. I had a knee brace that I had to wear for an injury. I have degenerative disc disease, osteoarthritis, fibromyalgia, and I have suffered with hypothyroidism and Hashimoto's since I was 11. And I was working with my doctors and we were tracking my food. And I remember it was October of 2023. And each week I would hand in to them what I ate. They had me on restricted calories. I was eating clean, healthy foods. And every week when I came in and weighed in, the scale was up. Even if it was a pound or two, it just seemed like every week I was gaining. And they didn't really have any other recommendations for me because my blood work, my labs would come back normal. My thyroid meds were apparently doing what they were supposed to. And so they offered me the shot, and I didn't want to do the shot because, yes, I could probably drop some weight on it. I had a girlfriend that dropped 35 pounds, but she got really, really sick in her digestive tract. And I was already super sick. I was depressed. I wasn't sleeping, and I'm a mom of two teenagers on the spectrum. I couldn't afford to get any sicker just to lose the weight. And so I said no to the shot and thought, okay, I guess this is just what life is. I have to live in pain and not being able to sleep. I was in a really, really low place. And one day at the end of February, I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw my good friend Joni, who I've known for over 20 years, posting some before and afters. And it intrigued me. And so I reached out to her and said, what are these drops? And she sent me some information, and I bought a box of drops as a customer, full retail price that very day. And then I watched her post for a couple more days, and I was like, oh man, she's got some sort of awesome business. So I reached back out. I asked her how much she made off my sale and how things were going. And when she told me she made almost $80 on my one sale, and people were continuing to reach out, I knew that it was something that I needed to do because I've always had a side business. Being a single mom, you got to make the money wherever you can. And so I enrolled. She sent me all of our pre-made before and afters, and I started looking at it and I thought, oh gosh, I don't know, am I going to fire up all these before and afters on my Facebook? What are people going to think of me? And so it took me a few more days before I actually just got out of my own way and started posting and sharing. And I scheduled out 2 weeks worth of posts at 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. We're going to show you how we do it. Um, and what happened over the next 12 days blew my mind. People were asking me for information. I wasn't hounding anyone. I was following up very professionally with the text scripts, and I sold 30 boxes, actually 31 boxes of drops because I sold that box of drops that I was supposed to get started on. And I locked in at our top pay within the first few weeks of posting. And so I was just blown away. I pocketed over $2,300. And I was like, wow, this is an amazing business. But then I thought, oh boy, I better get started on my own transformation. That was the whole point of me reaching out, right? Was to, get healthy, lose some weight. So I started on March 15th. Within the first 4 days, I slept through the night and I didn't have to wake up and change my pajamas from those pesky night sweats. I'm at that age where night sweats were just, they're gross. Anyway, so I knew they were doing something in my body. Fast forward to the end of the month, I was down 18 pounds. But my biggest win was I wasn't taking any of my pain relievers for my degenerative disc disease or arthritis. And I was like able to walk up and down my stairs. Everything just started feeling so much better. Stress was just sliding off my back. I was becoming a better mom to my kids. And I was so much happier. Then you fast forward a few more months and you can see that I lost 40 pounds. And I've kept that off for a whole entire year. And then a few more months after that, like I kept posting, kept helping people, kept, following up, building a team. I retired from my job in December 2024, where we are actually almost 1 month away from when I retired because I was providing for my family like I've never been able to, just by posting on Facebook, following up with my interested people, and supporting my team. Now, you must think, oh, you probably had a big following on Facebook. No, actually, I didn't. I started with only about 400 friends. And Joni said, well, you have to add more friends each and every day. And Mary's name kept popping up as a recommended friend on Facebook. You know how Facebook does that. And I knew of her. We were from the same hometown, but I didn't really know her. And I thought it was really weird to Facebook request someone that you don't know. But something in my gut kept telling me that I probably should just send it. So I sent it and I deleted it and I sent it and I deleted it. I had to get out of my own way again. So when I finally just sent it, she responded back within like 3 hours. And I'll let Mary tell you her story.
Thank goodness that she added me as a friend because little did she know I was looking for something. I had tried everything under the sun, keto, dieting, exercise, nothing worked. Um, I had hypothyroidism, fatty liver disease. I had no energy. I would go to work, come home, and I had nothing left to give. I would watch my grandkids play and I couldn't play with them. I was in pain and I was just plain old tired. And so when I saw Christy's post, I reached out right away and I kept the boxes that I bought from her. I started right away. And I thought, well, I'm only going to try a month because they're not going to work for me. Nothing ever has. And so I started posting to sell the other two drops that I bought. And I got started immediately. And well, the next day, my husband actually said, oh my gosh, you're less bitchy. And I mean, maybe Christy had a right not to add me as a friend. I was quite bitchy, apparently. And so then on day 4, I noticed the knee pain was gone from my osteoarthritis in my knees. It just kept going. Everything started to get better and better. And after 3.5 months, I had lost 40 pounds and recently lost another pound or two. Energy all day long. I'm off my thyroid medication. My fatty liver disease scan has come back normal, and I don't take Tylenol or Advil for pain anymore every day. It's been pretty incredible for me. And so I continued with the business because of my results. And in May of this year, I retired from my oil field job and I'm doing this full time.
Wow, that is amazing. And you know what? I'm so glad you kept that box and got started on them right away because I got to know the relaxed, happy, helpful, wonderful Mary, and we became really great business partners and friends since then. So I mean, these drops are much more than just weight loss, that's for sure. So we're going to get into who we are as a company. The company that has the drops is called Partner.co. And The reason why it's called Partner Co. is because John Wadsworth and Darren Zobrist, they partnered together. Coming on, I guess it'll be like 3 years this end of February or mid-February. And you see, John Wadsworth was a brand partner in a different company called Tahitian Noni. And this is something that he built his entire life on. He had thousands and thousands of brand partners in there, and they were restructuring with COVID. We all know COVID did a number on not only our bodies, but a lot of companies and things as well. And they were gonna, sell. And so he went to his very best friend, his bishop in his church. They're both bishops. They both live in Puerto Rico, and Darren was a billionaire already. He had made his money in, tuna fish company and on Wall Street and everything. So John went to him and said, "Hey, can you take a look at this? Can we buy it? Can we, do something? Can we partner up?" And they started looking at it. They looked at other companies and everything, and they ended up buying the Tahitian Noni, which has been around for 30 plus years. They bought the company that had the drops, RX, Limu Seaweed. Like all of these companies have had decades and decades of of being in the industry, in the multi-level marketing industry. And so they were already in over 50 plus countries around the world. They had the infrastructure there. So when you partner with us and you partner with all these different companies, now labeled Partner Co., you can do business in every single one of these countries around the world. And you might think, well, I don't know anyone in Australia. But you know what? Someone probably knows someone in one of these countries. It only takes one person and you have a global business. And we have over 100 products globally to balance your hormones, weight loss, improve your energy, athletic performance, clean skincare, energy drinks. We just launched an incredible collagen, improve your sleep. We have something for everyone at every age, every walk of life. Our products, because they've been around for decades, they are tested and proven. We have over 215 third-party clinical studies. Our products also go through thousands of annual quality testing. A handful of our products are listed in the physician's desk reference, and it's very hard to get nutritional supplements listed in the PDR because that's mostly for pharmaceuticals. Our Tahitian Noni is in there, our Optimals, the drops. Like so many wonderful physicians can now flip through there and recommend our products to their patients. We also have an incredible research and development team. And we have a wellness council, an athletic council. We have Dr. Ray Strand. You might have read some of his books. And then we just brought on Dr. Joshua Plant in the end of April of this past year. And we have many more products slated for the new year. But we're going to focus tonight on these drops. They are created to support your thyroid, give you hormone support with your insulin and sugars, just balancing those out so your sugar cravings start to go away. They give you really nice appetite control. They boost that energy. They boost the metabolism. And most of all, they boost your mood. And we're not just going to sell you a box of drops, are we, Mary?
No, within your box comes a little food list and it's a food guide. So these foods were designed by a diabetic for or designed by a doctor for diabetics. These are whole foods. This is not a diet, it's a lifestyle change. And honestly, we need to cut out all the sugars from our diets, all the chemicals that are in our foods. We just need to get back to eating healthy, whole foods. There is a wide variety of foods for you to choose from. And when you start taking the drops, you start to crave all of these foods. Not only that, but we also give you recipes. We give you support groups on Facebook, like the Circle of Health, Partners in Health, and we walk beside you. We help you every step of the way. You are never alone.
And I think that's what makes us so different compared to going to, buy something on Amazon or at Walmart or at a supplement store. You just buy it, you take it home, and you try to figure out how it works. Here you have a whole team of brand partners rooting for you, supporting you, because you might go through detox and feel kind of fluish for a while. That's okay. We're going to tell you to increase your water, maybe throw in a fourth dose of drops, and push through holding our hands. Slender Eyes is used for hormonal balance, energy, stress, and anxiety reduction. They're not just for weight loss. I'm going to run through a few people here very quickly so you can see they work for anyone at any age. Linda, I mean, her mood and positive outlook, her glowing skin, and her sugars have leveled out. Her mother, Rhoda, she's 87 years old, you guys. She lost about 6 pounds, but her biggest win is the renewed zest for life. She's sleeping deeper than she ever has. But she's also building a business now, posting on Facebook using our system of growth and creating some residual income to help her in her retirement. My sister Carrie, I like to touch base on her because she's one that was like, I don't really want to follow that food list. I'm just going to take the drops and see what happens. I mean, why not, right? And it took her a little bit longer than, say, Mary and I to lose the weight, but she lost the weight. And what I noticed was with time, her sugar cravings went away and she started picking healthier and healthier foods. So she was fueling her body properly, anyways. Now look at Patricia's midsection so very quickly. When that cortisol level comes down, that's when the weight around your midsection drops. Glenn McDonald, he's a gentleman who was in an accident years ago and is in a wheelchair and has always suffered with, pain and sleeping and had really bad sugar cravings when I first met him. His first month on the drops, he lost 30 pounds and his sugar cravings are completely gone. Now look at Carol, down 46 pounds, but that looks more like 86 pounds. That's that inflammation leaving your body. Kevin, look at his midsection, 15 pounds. Again, it looks like more like 30. Men tend to lose weight much, much quicker than women because they're a lot less hormonally unbalanced or charged or whatever you guys want to do compared to us women, right? Look at Claudia's midsection. Brenda Bray, down 84 pounds, feeling more energized. Leanne, 21 pounds, no more hot flashes. So there you go, right? My night sweats cleared up her hot flashes, no more pain. Bob always jokes that this picture, he looks like he's 10 months pregnant, but he's down 25 pounds off all his meds. His blood pressure is normalized. And I think him and Lynn look like a brand new couple. Kim got on the drops for the pain relief. She didn't have weight to lose. She wanted to see if they would help her with her pain. And about a month on the drops, and she said she was feeling so much better. Christy, no more brain fog. She followed me for a whole year on Facebook without reaching out. And then I posted that picture of me in the green dress, and she reached out and said, I need what you want, what you have. I want to get started. And now she's also building a business using our posts. And you see Chris. So Chris went on the drops for only 2.5 months, down 50 pounds, and he's maintained that for over a year because it's a lifestyle. This is not a diet. This is only a couple weeks on the drops, and look how her side and back and tummy is just smoothing right out. Randy lost 170 pounds in just 6 months. So you can be a customer like I was for that 24 hours or whatever it was and buy at retail, or you can enroll as a brand partner in Canada for $37.95 or $29.95 in the US, and you get an entire legitimate online business. You get your own website with no website fees, your back office, our Partner Co Share app that just launched their own AI called Ally. So easy to navigate. We have business rewards, marketing tools, virtual trainings, and then, of course, you get a whole team of people to help you. And why become a brand partner? Not only do you get all of that, but you also get all of your products at wholesale, 30% off. You get to participate in the #1 compensation plan in the industry. It's a duplicatable system because it's plug and play. It's very viral on social media. You cannot go on social media without seeing some before and afters. And they're real people, just like Mary and I, and just like everyone you saw, and rapid results. It's a completely organic build. I mean, I have over 1,800 people. Actually, it's almost 2,000 now today on my team. Well, I didn't bring them all in. They reached out to my brand partners from the posts on Facebook and they decided they wanted to join us. It's a very high reorder rate and it duplicates very, very easy. So as soon as you get enrolled for that $37 or that $29, the first thing that we really want you to do is get locked in at Ultimate or our top pay for life. You want to accomplish that within your first 4 Fridays. I did that in 12 days. Mary did it in 11. And you know what? You can actually come in with at top pay and enroll with a 30 pack of drops and you're locked in for life. And how are you going to sell these drops or share these drops? Very, very easily. You download an app called Boards, and we have everything preloaded in there. We have your before and afters, your text scripts to follow up. We have anything you would ever want. So if somebody says, what are the drops? You shoot them one of our messages and our videos. It's all there at your fingertips. All your training and everything happens very, very quickly. Now, of course, what you put in is what you're going to get out. So when you start getting paid from Partner Code, this is my favorite part. We get paid every single Friday on the previous week's work. And we get paid 9 different ways. We get retail profits, new volume bonus, base commission, savings bonus, income position bonus, payline bonus, matching bonus, business rewards, and we even get loyalty shopping. I don't know any other job where you can get paid every single Friday and give yourself a raise depending on how hard you've worked. So the first that I'll cover tonight is retail profits. That's where you buy in bulk and then you sell your stock. And you can earn, it's more even up to 40%, but you can earn that back very, very quickly. In Canada, we recommend that you enroll with a minimum of a 200 PV pack. It's going to cost you $500. It also income activates you. And then we resell them for full price is $236. We like to give a little bit of a discount, so it comes to $200 plus tax and shipping. But you can see as soon as you sell 3, yours is free and you've put money in your pocket. That's how you get your drops free every month. You just sell 3. In the US, it's about $418, including shipping and tax for your 4 pack. And they resell for $167. Full price is $176. So when you sell 3, yours is free. And again, money in your pocket. Or you can come in at that ultimate level and lock in at top pay for life. Of course, when you get that 30 pack of drops, you're going to pocket anywhere between $2,300 to $2,700 in your pocket, and you can do it as quick as you want. Then you're going to start building a team because people like Mary are going to say, well, I'd like to enroll for the discount and maybe sell a few boxes. And that's how you start just building your team. So when you enroll a brand new partner and you're locked in at Ultimate and they order their 30 pack, you're going to make $450 US or about $600 Canadian just for them getting started with Ultimate. They can also work their way up throughout the month. So you'll make 30% new volume bonus. But once you're locked in at that Ultimate, it unlocks gold and matching pay. And then you get to build 3 lines of business. And that's where our comp plan really differs from other compensation plans out there. Usually you can only build 2 legs. You get paid on the lesser volume one and the company keeps your big volume leg. Partner Co is so different. They want you to make money because you can build unlimited width to unlimited depth. And you can see when you optimize a leg at $13,334, that's a $2,000 US or about a $2,800 paycheck just on your base commissions. So you can see how that can add up very, very quickly. 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, plus all your new volume bonuses on your personally enrolled brand partners. And then that power leg or that biggest volume leg, we get paid on that as well in matching bonuses. So I enrolled Mary, say she's on my first generation. I get 15% commission off her base commission. So if she makes $1,000 one week, I make $150 just off Mary doing well. Mary went and say enrolled Willow. Willow's on my second generation. If Willow makes $1,000, I make 100. Willow went and enrolled Frank. Frank's on my third generation. If he makes $1,000, I make $50. So you can see how it adds up and how we work together as a team. The last way that I'm going to explain how we get paid, this was the most exciting thing I have worked for and actually received, is our savings bonus. You get a $10,000 USD savings bonus, which is about $1 million Canadian with our exchange rate right now. It's about 14,000, but anyways, so each and every week, Partner Co will bonus you. When your commissions are over $250 or more, they bonus you 15% of that into a savings account. So you may have heard of the car programs in other companies, like, the pink Cadillac or the Lexus programs. Those are more like debt programs. Yeah, you get a flashy car, but what if the next month your team doesn't perform? What if someone got sick? What if you're stuck with that lease and you have to pay for the lease on that fancy car? Partner Co doesn't want to do that. So once you have gotten up to 10,000 USD, they give you a giant check. And then each and every week after that, you have the capability of unlocking an additional $500 USD every single week. I call that a mortgage payoff program. They want their partners to get out of debt and be successful. You can see there was 27 of us that received that over the last year. We're also a lifestyle company. So they have trips every year where you can qualify. Mary and I and Deborah and Claudia all qualified from my team. And a lot of us were only in the business for less than a year when we qualified. I used to think that only the elite of the elite got to go on these kind of trips. But anyone can qualify if you work hard, because it makes it very easy to gain these lifestyle credits. You can see we had so much fun, families, all inclusive paid. And next year we're going to Maui, and we're super excited about that because I've never been to Maui and I've already qualified. So has Mary, and so has many more off of our team. So basically, that is Partner Co in a nutshell. I can't explain to you all the other ways that we get paid, but you can see how it can quickly add up each week, and how I was able to retire and Mary was able to retire. And the really nice thing about this is that we don't have to add any fluff to this business. They've got the #1 comp plan. They've got a products that work, products that are viral, and products that everybody seriously needs in their body. Because once you start to feel good, the weight just comes off, you feel better about life, and you want to share it with the world. So we can live authentically and grow our businesses authentically by partnering. So whoever sent you this video tonight or invited you out to this meeting tonight, get back to them and partner with us. Work with us to get these drops in the hands of billions. Thank you everybody tonight for joining us, and we'll see you next week.